Okay, so yesterday we learned how to create a report, how to save a report, how to export the report, how to schedule the report and all that stuff. Now today we are going to talk about report type first. So what is a report type? I think that was the first thing that we discussed yesterday before creating a report. What is a report type? Anyone who can tell me? Before we create a report, we select a report type. What is that report type thing? Anyone?
Selecting a particular object for which you need
Yes.
to create a report.
Yes, absolutely. So, okay. So, can that be just one single object, or it can be, multiple objects as well?
Once in multiple.
Multiple is also possible, right? So, you can create a report for a single object, or you can create a report for 2, 3 objects as well. Like, you can create a report for accounts and contacts, and you can create a report for accounts and cases, right? So the logic is that the objects which are related, which have some sort of relationship, we can have multiple objects, multiple related objects in the same report. Okay, so that is there, right? Now for report type basically decides on which object or which objects you want to use for the report. Okay, so while we try to create our report, let me go back to Salesforce. Okay, so when we try to create a report, you go to the reports tab and then you select a report type. You just click on the new report and then you select a report type, right? Now you see there are a lot of report types which are already there, the accounts and contacts, accounts with partners, accounts with account team. So there are so many reports which are already available, or report types in fact, sorry. So there are so many report types which are already there. These are all standard report types, right? Now the point is, can we create custom report types as well as per our requirement? We do have a long list of report types available. However, if I need a report type of my choice, how do I create that? So Salesforce gives you an option of creating a report type of your own choice, where you can do a combination of objects to create your own report type. So for example, I want to have a report type of opportunities and accounts. Just give me 1 second please. Hello. Yeah, sorry. So we are talking about a report type that we want to create, and as I told you that Salesforce allows us to create our own custom report types, right? So for example, you want to create a report type for opportunities and accounts, which means basically you want to create a report. Let's say you want to have a report where you want to include fields from opportunities and accounts, right? And you see that this report type is not available. Then what do? You have to create it. Okay, so we'll learn how to create this report type. It's very simple. It's just 2 steps. Go to setup, create report types. Don't need to do anything. Just go to setup, create report types. All right. Now you have to select the objects that you need in the report type. So go and say new custom report type. Give it a name, accounts and ops, whatever. Put a description. This description will be available to the end users who are using that report type. This report type can be used okay. Keep it in development or deployed. I will make it deployed. Let's go ahead and click on next. Okay, sorry. There's one more thing. The category you have to select. So you must have seen all these categories there. Under which category you want to put this report? I want to put it under opportunities. Okay. Go to next. And you have to select the primary object as well. What is the primary object? Parent object. Out of account and opportunities, which is the parent object? Account. So account is going to be my parent object, and I will just select that as the primary object. Give the report type, select the category where I want to store it, and then go to next. So accounts object is already there. You can click here and select the other object. Which is the other object? Opportunities. That's it. So accounts and opportunities. 2 objects included in the report type. Done. You have successfully created your custom report type, which has these 99 fields, 63 fields that come from accounts and 36 fields from opportunities. Alright. So when you use this report type, you will have all these 99 fields, 63 from account, 36 from opportunities available. Right. Now let's go to the reports. Try creating a report. New report. Where did I save it? Under opportunities, accounts and ops. This is the report type. See the description that I defined there. Let's click on create. Got this? Please tell me if you have any questions here. Now you have all the fields from accounts as well as opportunities available in the report type. See, all opportunity fields and all account fields. Okay. So now we understand what is a report type, alright, and how to create a report type. The next thing that we are going to talk about is a joined report. What is a joined report? A joined report is a report with multiple report types. So far whatever reports we have seen, we have selected the report type and then we go to the report, right? But on the single report, if you want to bring multiple report types, then you need to use a joint format. Okay, for example, I want a report which is a combination of account and opportunities, accounts and contacts, and accounts and cases. So these are three different report types, 1, 2, 3. If I want to combine all these three report types in one single report, then I will use a joint format report. Okay, let's see how do we do that. I have already used one report type in this report. Okay, let me take this example. I already have one report type. What is the report type that I've used here? Accounts and ops. You can see it here, right? So let's say I want to bring a few more fields from opportunity here. Amount, and expected revenue. All right. Now for this, I just want to make a summary report out of it, right? Let me make a summary report from which account how much opportunity worth I am getting. So let me summarize it based on account name. Remove details, sorry. Summarize the amount and expected revenue. So summary report which we did yesterday, the same summary report I've created. This time I've done it for accounts and opportunities, right? From which account, what is the amount of revenue we are generating and what is the expected revenue, right? So we have created a report. So this is a single report with one single report type. Now you are required to bring in the account contact reports also parallel to this. For example, I want to understand under each account how many contacts do I have. Then I need to bring in another report type which is accounts and contacts, right? So to add a report type, you have to click on this button to bring in another report type in this report. But at present, I am not able to click on this. Okay. You will be able to click on that once you change the format to a joint format. Okay, the moment you change the report format to joint format, you will see that this button gets activated and you are able to bring in more report types in this report. Alright, and you will see this thing has also changed a lot. It has become block 1. Okay, so your first report type becomes block 1. The second one that you bring, that becomes block 2. So this way we can have up to 5 blocks in a joint report. In a joint format, you can have 5 blocks, which means you can bring in 5 different report types in the same report. Right? So how we do that? Say add report type. The other report type I need is contacts and accounts. Select this, click on OK. See, the second thing will come as block 2. Accounts and contacts have come as block 2. You can put scroll it down, and what you will see is filters are different. So for the first report type, accounts and ops, you have a different filter. For contacts and accounts, you have a different filter. So you can put different filters for each of report type. All right. And things are changing here as well. So for contacts and accounts, these are the fields. For accounts and ops, these are the fields. And these are common fields, basically the account fields, because account is a common object between opportunity and contacts, right? So here it is. I want one more report type to be, here, which is gonna be customer support. Okay, let's say cases report. Bring it here. Here it is. Okay. So we have included 3 different report types in one single report. Okay. So that is how you will use a joined report. Earlier it was not there. Recently they have included this in Salesforce. So earlier it was a bit difficult for us to create a joint kind of a report. We used to take extracts from different reports and do it in Microsoft Excel. But now it has become relatively easy. Anyone, any questions on this? Please let me know. We're all okay on this? Report types and joint report, 2 concepts that we have discussed. Everyone is okay with that? Alright, very good. Now, the next concept that we are going to talk about is dashboards. Okay. Dashboard is again a simple concept. So, what is a dashboard? What do we understand from a dashboard? What's a dashboard? Anyone? Who knows what's a dashboard?
Overview of everything.
Overview of anything. Okay, very good. So basically, when we talk about dashboard in Salesforce, we are talking about uh, for your understanding, let's keep it as a collection of reports. So as I think Nikhil also said, overview. So when you want to have multiple reports and a collection of multiple reports on one place, you need to create a dashboard. So the dashboard is something where you can put multiple reports and bring in multiple reports in one place. All right. Now, why would we want to see multiple reports in one place? The logic is simple. Let's say, someone quickly wants to have an idea that how my sales team is performing. Let's say my managing director just wants to quickly see how sales team is doing and how marketing team is doing and how HR team is doing. And he does not want to go through 3 different reports. So we can create a dashboard for him so that he can quickly have an idea. All right. But because we are talking about multiple reports on the same screen, then we need to take help of graphics. Because if you just put 2-3 tables parallelly, then what happens is the person who is viewing that becomes very confused. Just imagine 3 different tables one after the other. What happens? The person who is actually looking into those tables gets really confused what is happening. So when we try to look into multiple things together, we tend to look into with the help of graphics. Okay, so if we are talking about multiple reports on the same screen, those reports should be displayed in a graphical format. All right. So dashboard also uses graphical formats. Okay. So we'll create a small dashboard, and I think that will make things a lot more clear for you. So to create a dashboard, you just need to go to the reports tab again. Don't go to the dashboard tab. Keep it in mind. Reports tab and click on new dashboard. So go to reports and then click on new dashboard. Alright. And on that new dashboard, you just have to bring in the reports and you have to select the graphical component for those reports. You see these components, all different types of charts are there, alright, and data source. So dashboard basically has 2 things, data source and the component. Data source is a report which you have already created, which you want to be displayed on the dashboard. I told you multiple reports can be brought in. So different reports we have, and the components. Hello. Yeah. So the report data comes from the data source. Okay, this is where you drag and put in your reports. Components come from your components. So basically, as I told you that if you are having multiple reports in one screen, you see there are 3 different columns, and I've brought in 3 different reports. But you would not see these reports in the normal tabular format or something. You just have to bring in some component and display the data in those graphical format. So pick your graph or chart the way you want, and then you can just go ahead and also give the some name, sales growth report, whatever. I mean, marketing expense report, marketing response report. Do we get this? So this is how a dashboard can be created. So you can have your different data sources, and you can just bring in the components from here. Then you just put a header and a footer and some description for every dashboard, so that someone who's looking into that dashboard quickly looks into all these 3 reports. Okay, my sales has grown like this. Energy is the industry where I have. So now it becomes a lot more easier for you to interpret the report and understand it properly. Okay.
Is it for components you just clicked on that, or did you?
Drag and put it here. All right. Please tell me if you have any questions here, doubts, questions, queries on the dashboard part.
How do you edit those graphs?
These graphs, edit as in what do you want to do? You want to change it to something else?
Yeah, change the content or something.
The content is coming from the data report, right?
Okay, so you just have to edit title or something. That's all you have.
That's it. Yeah. So data is coming from your actual report. So there
Yeah.
is no data manipulation which we can do here. But
The report we attached in the data source.
right. So see, this dashboard is again like just the front face of your report. That's it.
Okay.
Report is actually created what we have created. That is there in the backend. So every time some data is being updated in your database, that thing gets updated and all that stuff happens. Okay. And this part just keeps on getting changed based on whatever is getting updated in the backend database. Yeah.
So is it actually reflecting from the reports?
Yes, it is.
So how is it basically connected to the reports and all? We are not linking up with anything right here, right?
Data sources, you got this reports now, the saved report. This account list report, do you remember yesterday we saved that report? We have dragged and brought in that report here.
Oh, okay, okay.
Create a report, save it, then call that report here, and the connection is there.
Okay, okay.
All right. Any other questions anyone has? Please let me know on the dashboard part. You're all good? Clear on this? Okay, very good. Nice. So this is how dashboard works. Now, how do the end users view the dashboard? Because we have talked about creating the dashboard. Now you just need to save the dashboard. Give it a name. Okay. Just give this dashboard a name and save it. All right. Now an end user, for example, uh, the VP of the marketing wants to see the dashboard. So he should have dashboard tab available. Anyone who wants to see the dashboard, they should have dashboard tab available. All right. So for creating dashboard, which tab did we use? Report or dashboard? Who will answer this? For creating the dashboard, which tab did we use? Did we go to reports or did we go to the dashboards?
Reports.
We went to the reports, right? But to view the dashboard, you'll have to go to the dashboards tab. Okay, so dashboard tab is just for viewing the dashboard, because dashboard is something that a lot of people will need to view. So make dashboard tab available to the people who need to view the dashboard. So they can just go to the dashboard. And I find this question from a lot of people. They say, we have been trying to create a dashboard and we are not able to create under dashboard. There is no new dashboard option. So new dashboard option is under reports tab. Okay, remember this. So you can come to the dashboards tab and then you can select the dashboard that you want to view, and you will be able to view it any point of time, right? So dashboard becomes a requirement when your company says that, hey, we just want to view certain reports any point of time whenever we want. So it gives them that option that any point they can just go click on the dashboard and quickly have a look, right? Yesterday we talked about another option, which was scheduling a report, right? Scheduling a report is a good option, but does it give you an access of the data anytime? No. You get a report only on a certain date, let's say on a day, let's say Monday morning or first of the month. But this entire month, any point of time, if you quickly want to go and have an understanding that how we are doing this month, how will you do that? Would you wait for that report to come to you for a month? So sometimes the companies really just want to understand how things are. All right. So that is where this dashboard thing can be used. Clear? Right. So any questions, doubts, please let me know on the dashboard part. Creating the dashboard, saving it, making it available to the end users. Dashboard can also be visible on the home page. Usually there is a section on the home page which is called view dashboard preview section. So your end users can view the dashboard on the home page as well. They can customize the dashboard that they want to see. Customize means basically select the dashboard that they want to see.
How did you make it visible, Ji?
Which one?
How did that dashboard be visible to the entire?
Dashboard, there are two ways. One, on the home page there is a small section called dashboard section. People can see the dashboard there, or they can just go to the dashboard tab.
Okay.
Fine. So anyone who has access to dashboard tab can go to the dashboard tab and select the dashboard that he wants to view. Right. So you can have one sales dashboard, one marketing dashboard, one some other thing and all. So all those things can be done here. All right. Please tell me if you have any questions here, doubts.
No, Jit.
You're all good?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is basically on our reports and dashboard part. We don't have anything else here. So we'll just do a quick, review because we did some topics yesterday. So for reports, as we discussed, report is basically either a summary or subset of the data. Then we also talked about uh, reports being created in Salesforce because Salesforce has all the data. So your entire CRM data is stored in Salesforce, right? So definitely Salesforce has to have some arrangement for doing reports also, and that is the reason why they have given these reporting options. And as I told you yesterday, reporting is gonna be not that much of your daily job, but yeah, you need to definitely understand reports. Especially, once you're facing the client, once you're talking to the client, it becomes important for you to understand reports because most of the businesses are not that much worried about or bothered about how the process flows. They are more worried about how do they get reports, how do they track who's doing what and all that stuff, right? So what my subordinates are doing, more than that, I am more interested in how do I get to know what they're doing and what exactly is happening, right? Every day, for example, how many leads do I receive? How many people are we calling? How many of them are saying yes? How many of them are saying no? So these are a lot of concerns and queries that these companies have. So if we understand scheduling of reports, dashboards, and all those things, we can help our customers better. Client, customer as in client, for whom we are working. I started saying customers since I have my own customers I deal with. Alright. So we understand this report part. Now to create a report, if you have a requirement, you start with deciding on what all fields are required, filters that are required, and format of the report, right? So we talked about 4 different formats of the report: tabular, summary, matrix, and what was the 4th report format? Tabular, summary, matrix, and what is the 4th format of the report? Tabular, summary, matrix, and what is the 4th report format?
Hybrid.
Hybrid. What is 4th format? What did we discuss today? What was that called?
Joint.
Join.
So, okay. So 4 different microphones are made, please. Thank you. Okay. So 4 different formats of the report which we have understood, and after that we saw what all can we do with the reports once we have created the report.
Bucket.
Sorry.
Bucket field.
Bucket fields, yes, okay. So bucket fields we have talked about, and then we also talked about what can we do with the report. We can save the report, you can export, you can print, you can schedule. All right. So scheduling seems to be an option, but today, as we saw, that dashboard seems to be a better option, right? But still, you will have situations where dashboard really looks like a good option, but sometimes what happens, some people really want to receive the email with the report. So that is where scheduling helps you. Then we talked about the report types, and then we went into discussing how to create a custom report type. We created our own report type where we included the accounts and opportunity fields. So you can create report types of your own if you have a requirement. And the other thing that we discussed today was the joint report. So how can we combine multiple report types in the same report? However, for a joint report, just one thing that you need to keep in mind is, though you are using multiple report types, but one object has to be common. You cannot create a joint report if there is no single common object. Like we did a joint report for these 3, accounts and opportunities, accounts and contacts, and accounts and cases. See, account is common. So when you are combining 3, 4 things, there has to be one common axis, right? So that is what we have for, that is what is required for a joint report. Okay. So we talked about a joint report, we created the joint report, and then we went into the dashboard. So dashboard, as I told you, collection of multiple reports displayed using the collection of the joint report displayed using this thing, graphs or charts, okay, which are called components, right? So you create a dashboard, then you just save the dashboard, and once you have saved the dashboard, that end user, whoever has a dashboard tab available, can just go click on the dashboard tab and select the tab that select the dashboard that he wants to view, and he can view that. All right, you're clear on this? Please tell me if you have any if you still have any questions or doubts on this. I see one question from Vishal, which is a good question. Will this dashboard component refreshed by themselves? Very good question. Every time you open a dashboard, it is refreshed at that time. And again, if you want to do a refresh, like see, it was last refreshed on at 6:40. That is when we opened this dashboard. If you want to refresh it now, just go and refresh this. So it was last done as on 6:40, as of today 6:40. This is the dashboard. Okay. So every time you open a dashboard, it automatically gets refreshed. If it is not that refreshed, you can just do a refresh from your side as well. Alright. Or you also have a refresh button available here. Sorry. This refresh button allows, I'm sorry, I was using this refresh button. This refresh button we have to use to refresh the dashboard as per the time. So I think it was open 10 minutes back, so it was showing that time. Now it's as of today 6:50. Correct. So you can refresh it. The moment you open it is refreshed at that point of time, and if you have kept the page open for some time, you can refresh it here. Alright.